Welcome to the following presentation of Minor League Esports on the MLE Network.
Welcome back, everybody, to opening week of Minor League Esports. It's Season 12, as you know. We're starting the night off with Master League. We got the Comets versus the Wizards. My name is Grant, CFO, and joining me in the booth is Novanta. And, buddy, I got one question for you. Do you believe in magic?
I believe in magic while the whole world's watching something called the Oscars. The real premiere night is now. The longest off-season in recent history is done, and we're not getting one match. We're getting a double bill, the Comets and Wizards. First off, a Master League action. Grant, I'm excited, but that's a word commentators like myself overuse. I am elated. I can't wait.
Oh, man, I was going to use the word excited, so I'm glad you found that. I guess what's the word for it when it's the same synonym? That's the one we're looking for.
That's the one.
Yes, sir. I'm glad you found the synonym for the word excited, because what is there not to be excited about Master League? It's our second highest division. It's where we're going to see high-level gameplay. For those who have never, ever tuned into a Minor League Esports stream, I can tell you this. It is GC1 to about GC3, I'm somewhere around those ranges. It's going to be high-level gameplay is the point we're trying to make here. We got high-flying action, we got great ground play, we got these very mechanically gifted players, and this time we'll be setting ourselves into the setting of Comets and Wizards in the Mystic Division. So, Novanta, what is it about Master League that separates it from everything else? Are there some things that you're looking forward to? Are there things to look out for? What should the audience at home be expecting out of Master League?
It's a high level of play, but there is some parity there because unlike the Premier League, there is a cap, a salary cap to the level of talent individual teams can draft. So there is going to be a little back and forth there. You're going to see fast teams versus teams that are more technical. To some people, to purists, it's really the last fair conference we have here in MLE, but I will tell you one thing, it's beyond that. It is a whole other level. I'm a Foundation League player myself. Some of the things that these players do is off the charts, and you're in for a treat.
Oh yeah, I'm absolutely right there with you. This is going to be off the charts no matter what way you look at it. We've got the most it's just great. Grand Champion. Do I need to say more? Do I really need to elaborate on this for so long?
Fam.
I don't think so. Yeah, I think we'll just keep it at say less. You're going to see some things that you may have never seen before. All you low-level players, like some of us in the booth, you got to be on the lookout for this. I'm not throwing shade at you. I suck at the game too, Novanta, but hey, let's get right into this one.
Well, there's a 5-game series set. MLE rules say we play all 5 games because every game, every goal, every formation counts, and we're still tied at 0-0 with 10 seconds elapsed. And rolling with Grant CFO is always a pleasure. This guy's not only good, he's verified.
Oh, I appreciate it. Hey, the Hypecast sometimes finds itself on the receiving end of the verified status for once in our lives. Woo! We can celebrate all of that here, but it looks like Comets might be closing in on a celebration of their own if they can get up to this one. Unfortunately, that opportunity will just squander left. 7 takes over for the Wizards. Huge air dribble downfield off the back wall. Lad tries to get in. This is a huge commit from the Wizards. Here's Comets looking to strike first, and like I said, they will do so. Now they get to pop those bottles and celebrate.
Well, that's it. It's the scoring goals. There's scoring a ball to the net, and that's what we saw here. Demonic Woes, the first one to break the deadlock here for the Comets. And, well, even though MLE is expanding to threes, there's something pure about some doubles action.
I'll tell you what, sometimes we look at 3v3 and we're like, yeah, it's a great team play sport, but sometimes we want to see some more of those solo efforts and that more rigid mechanical play, and right here, we're just going to see a solid shot roll in for Rollerman.
Well, not just one goal. Here's a second goal. And I got to say, I'm not the biggest fan of player anthems, but Rolo has the same player anthem I do, so I'm a fan. 2-0 Comets.
Hey, we got some twinsies, not on the field, but I guess a field booth relationship here. Might have to hit him up after that one and be like, yo, what's your taste in music? I feel like we could get along pretty darn well, and the Comets are definitely getting along in this series, scoring their 3rd goal just like that, sharing the love.
Well, look, you got 3 goals scored by 2 different players in a doubles contest. That tells the Wizards, okay, you can't mark one person. You got to shut down everyone. And right now, they're looking for some way of doing that. They are down by 3 goals, and only a minute has elapsed in game 1.
It barely even feels like the Wizards have touched the ball at all this series. They're going to do all they can. Now Seven's got some control. The flick won't find its way on target, but Demonic Will has some dribble plays of their own. A little bit of a miscommunication sets this up for Seven to take over. Air dribble over 1. Look for the bump. Didn't even need it. Rollerman will miss, and Seven will score.
So important to pull one back if the Wizards. One thing of being down 3 goals, you want to make it a 4th one. 7 with a little bit of float over, like a minivan in the sky. 3-1. Just pull one back.
What is that called? If there's a minivan in the sky, should I be concerned at all, Novanta?
I mean, look, it depends where it's going. Am I right?
I guess so. We've seen like some ET flying action. But hey, this is the Mystic Division. It's all about magic. And like we've already clarified, we both do believe in magic. Here's some serving it up on a passing play, but Lad is able to take it out for the Wizards. Back to midfield. They find a shot. It's going to go high. Demonic Will, great clear back the other way. Seven wasn't ready for it. Luckily, this one should be off target. It is. Has to defend a slow shot. Needs to turn around. It was a great turn. A smart turn, just unfortunately not enough.
A valiant effort to shut it down and trap the ball, but the clear hasn't been forceful enough, and it wasn't. It might as well be on a tee there for Demonic Woe. 4-1 the Comets. They are rocking and rolling, Grand CFO.
Rock and roll them in, if you will. 3-goal lead.
I get it.
And hey, speak of the devil, here they are again picking up their 4th goal and their 3rd. But
there's a reason why if you're an unsigned player here at MLE, the Comets look so cool. They're hot pink, scoring goals, having rock formations coming from the sky. Goodness me.
It's looking great for them, not only in terms of that hot pink color, but in terms of the scoreline of this one. Certainly not what we expected. Obviously, we know it's going to be high-octane gameplay, and yes, I know there's no octanes on the field. Don't at me. Oh, wait, no, hang on. No, I take that back. I'm just the worst play. I'm the worst speaker over here right now because there is an octane, and it's going to help Lad score this. A great dunk over the top from Lad is what I was trying to get at here. Lad, picked up on the play that was in front of them and took over all of the advantage that they could. Wizards will pull it back within 3 here. And ladies and gentlemen, I regret to inform you, Novanta has lost connection, so it's just me. But man, I know, I wish as much as you do right now that Novanta can figure their way back out into the booth as Seven can find their way back into the net and into this game for Wizards. You see the play off of Lad, the 50-50, handles itself pretty well. And Seven's just like, yeah, I'll take that one in. We'll throw it center of the net, dead center, as we do here. 3 minutes to go. 3 goals for the Wizards. There is some time to come back here, and I'm interested to see what they do. What's been working for them? Unfortunately, I can only be that analyst when I'm not, I'm actually the analyst, but my analyst partner, he's gone. Novanta is gone. So we'll get his thoughts, and I'll be on the lookout as much as I can for you guys. Here's an incredible pinch out from Lad. 7 down low. Oh, just off the post. Demonic Will takes it back out. Roll him in. Intercepted by Seven, who's going to take this one up and around. Uncontested ball in the air. Roll him in. Going to be the first to strike. Look at that angle. Look at the precision on that one. You watch this. Seven, not the best clear. They drove down too soon. Realized that, oh, yeah, I probably should have stayed up for that one, but Rollerman doing a very fantastic job to put that one in. A great angle, great speed, and like we mentioned, that caliber of skill that we're looking for in terms of mechanics is just how quick can you be, how consistent can you be, can you play off the ball pretty well, or do you struggle a little bit? And we don't see a lot of struggle here. We just see Rollerman just being an absolute baller with their speed on the pitch tonight. However, the Wizards are coming back in. They're looking to steal, and they're still keeping on this pressure. Comets have actually dropped back pretty deep into their half here. Here's a demo, and a bump from
Shot on!
Look at that!
Yo, I took a very, very long blink, and I saw a bomber of a goal. Seven comes to the top of the frame, brings it down to within 2, and well, we thought there was going to be an inedible shot for the Comets. Now they're a little afraid, I can tell you.
Oh, this is looking pretty hot for them. Wizards, they have not given up. We still got 2 minutes left in this game. I cannot believe that they have been able to claw their way back this far. Oh, 7 unable to capitalize on another opportunity. They'll catch this one back. Lad with a pinch. Doesn't go quite their way. Rollerman quick to push in on this one. Beats out one. Has one more to beat. Throws it across to Demonic. They can't find the angle. 7 will field it off the control. Flick upfield. Here's Rollerman. Sends it right back. 7 with the demo. We got some advantage in the Wizards here. Another bump play. Lad not quick enough to react. Oh, they get it over 1. Oh, bump. This could be dangerous. 2v1. You know they're going to score. We're within 1 just like that, Novanta.
Look, second day of the season, we have ourselves a Balls Garada play of the week. Beats one defender, and look, 7 does the dirty work to get someone off the line for the other one. Now the Wizards, that we had them written off dead to rights, are within 1.
This is crazy. I thought the Comets were just going to run away with this series, but the maturity of the Wizards' mental space right now is out of this world, and rightfully so. We talk about, the Comets coming from outer space, but we talk about the Wizards being magical. It just all happens to line up for us, and this shot's starting to be lined up for the Comets as Rollerman off the back wall blocked by Lad. Demonic will, oh, huge miss here. Comets looking for that equalizing goal. They're so close, and they've come this far. It would be a shame if they can't make it up. But Comets, they would also be running home with some shame as well. If they can't hold on to this lead, they'll build onto it and feel a little bit better.
What a valiant effort here. 7 was drawn out to defense. You have a 2v1 situation. And, well, Lad had the right idea, but just a little late on the draw, and the Comets get some daylight. But I can tell you one thing. The way the goals have been coming thick and fast, Grant, I'm not sure a 2-goal lead's enough.
Yeah, I don't think it is at all, but they might actually get a third here. This one, a dangerous waterfall blocked away and sent up 4-7. Takes it for the Wizards. Needs to just air dribble this. Looks for the double. Oh my goodness, just barely missed the angle, but such great pressure from the Wizards as well. This is solid rotations. You know, we talked about 3v3 looking like clockwork right now. The Wizards look like clockwork, the way they're able to push in so quickly and keep that aggression going. Lad is going to try to field this one. Not the best touch. Out of boost is their teammate. Now back is 7. Throws up field. Rollerman is there with a stop. 7 has a shot. Flick over the top. They'll score 1, and they need 1 more.
Oh my goodness me. Look, a goal in 7 seconds is definitely doable. We've seen kickoff goals all the time, and the Wizards, which I got to give them props for their results. They make it even a question of can they do it with 7 seconds left to go on the clock.
I feel like they could do it. Get a kickoff goal right here. That's just as simple as it gets. They'd love to win this one, but they wanted it to bounce off the wall. 7. Oh, no, they missed the boost here. They have every last bit here. Lad can't catch. Oh, no, they can. They keep it up. They've got control. They get demoed. Demonic Wolf stops it. Oh, an awkward turn of events will let this game die. Such a valiant effort put up by the Wizards in Game 1. I didn't think it would be that high scoring, and Novanta, I'm sure you and the folks at home didn't expect that either.
Grant, CFOs, I call you CFOs to you about that money. I have some questions, you know what I'm saying? Look, the Comets came out scoring goals left and right, and I would say, man, they were an artillery range, but the Wizards had the resolve to claw within 1. So the question I have to ask you, Grant, is defensively, what do these teams have to do? Because there's no way you could concede 6 goals or 7 goals and win or lose as this series progresses. I don't know about you, man, but it's been crazy so far.
It has been crazy, but I think the answer to the question, right? I mean, you think about twos, it's solo plays. These guys know how twos is supposed to work. It's a way to play, but they both have that similar play style. So I think really it's just taking your time to not let yourself get in those defensive positions. That's the thing, is you're always going to be put in 2v1s if your first man over commits. That's the big deal right now, and I think that's what's attributing to why there's so many goals. If somebody misses, it is game over for that possession and drive.
That is absolutely true. Again, I tip my hat to the Wizards, because if I got 4 goals knocked on me, I probably would have given up, but they clawed within 1. And this is a best of 5 series set, but we play all 5 games, MLE rules state. So the Wizards have more than an opportunity to make sure this series tips in their favor.
Yes, they do. They're going to get their second chance here. It was so close in the last. It's a lot to be proud of. And I would imagine with their level of maturity in the head, in the game sense, I think they're going to do pretty darn well the second time around. They know it needs to be done. Let's see if they can do it. Fresh clock in game number 2. Demonic Wolf takes us up from the wall. Oh, 7 with a miss already. Wizards. Oh, they find the connection upfield. 7 wasn't ready for it, though. Puts it to the corner. Wants the air dribble. Gets a 50 instead. Up to the backboard. Rollerman gets their own touch, looks for a teammate midfield, low boost, unable to accomplish it. Oh, they might accomplish something themselves there, but Lad is able to get their hands on it first. Demonic Wool, another catch backfield, throws it up. 7 wants to disrupt the play, make a huge interruption play. Oh my goodness gracious, that looked like pinball off the save.
Well, if you're a Wizards supporter right now, that double save is enough to give you on your feet. This is a team that doesn't want to roll over and let the Comets score so many goals like they did the first time around.
This is just crazy gameplay. Look, I know Master League is good. I didn't expect it to be this good. This is an absolute show match that we are witnessing here. It doesn't even feel like ranked. It doesn't feel like it's all about how many games you can win. It just feels like these two are going at it and having fun. This is high-level gameplay. This isn't even Premier League, but I feel like we're watching it, Novanta.
Oh, absolutely. Look, the thing a lot of times is arbitrary about uncapped MMR. It really is about game sense. And these two teams are kind of like the yin-yang, so different but so similar at the same time. And that's the reason why, compared to the last game having so many goals, a minute and a half has gone by and not one has even occurred yet.
It's crazy that we even get to see, if this is how their Master League team is playing, right, Novanta, we get to watch Comets and Wizards up next. I forget which league. I want to say Foundation, yeah, exactly. So if this is how the Foundation League teams are, if this is the eyes that both of these franchises have for talent, I can't wait for that one.
Well, I gotta say two things about these franchises here. The Comets are kind of like a people's choice. Nice colors, nice attitude, nice staff. On the other side, you have the Wizards, a team that's very, very strong, but people tend to write them off. They don't really give them a chance. No one has them on top of mind when they think of the franchises here in MLE. So they're looking to make a statement, and they want to make sure it happens as quickly as possible.
And it also doesn't help that, they're at the bottom of the list for team franchises in alphabetical order, so they're often forgotten, but man.
By librarians, everything, yeah.
Exactly, but after this series and after that goal, you can tell that they are not looking to go out without being remembered first.
When all else fails, the passing plays rule the day. Look at that, 7 to Lad, easy work, 1-0 Wizards.
Great work indeed. It took, almost half the game to get our first goal. A lot closer this time around. The other one was just high scoring. But these two teams have figured each other out. They know the patterns. They had that 60 seconds to talk to each other and communicate and be like, hey, let's keep this going. And both of these teams, very, very stellar communication. 7 with a huge miss. As I say it, Comets a little awkward, unable to capitalize and find the equalizer. Rollerman up high, finds Lad. They'll put it to the sidewall. Ooh, cut out. Demonic Wool there. Gets another touch. Rollerman with a fake challenge actually was enough to bait them out. Now these two get tangled up. 7 looks for a shot. Easy save from Demonic Wool. Plants it out to midfield for Rollerman to take over the corner to the back wall. Oh, they tried the musty flicker. Maybe they backflipped. I couldn't see clearly, but Comets can't either. Wizards looking for something fancy. No wave dash in sight, and they don't succeed on the dribble play.
Well, we talked about how both teams disrupt the defenses and not allow 13 goals between them, but I wasn't expecting a 2-goal classic. But we're level now, Grant, at 1-1.
Look at this turn from Rollerman. Wanted like to get some kind of musty flick there. It's just such a good turn. I don't even know if it's like 3-point. I wanted to use an analogy there, but it was just so smooth, so quick to react. Used their boost perfectly to find the angle.
It's kind of fitting here in Neo Tokyo. We had the Tokyo drift there, but it was clutch and it was needed 1-1 apiece.
It was indeed a stellar Tokyo drift. Now Rollerman finds this one. Oh no, they missed it off the side wall. Lad with a 50 finds Demonic Wool. Oh, finds the teammate with a little bit of a doink up high. Doesn't want to contest for it. That's what we were mentioning before. We're talking about not committing that first man if they don't have that good of an opportunity because you leave yourself in a poor place defensively. It's exactly what we saw there. It looked like a good opportunity, but it was just that bit too much risky.
It was a risky opportunity, but you can't knock for trying because, again, we were tied for so long and nothing really came up of it. But being creative is how you get ahead, especially in a game as cerebral as doubles.
And I think Comets right now are struggling with a bit of the trust game. It looks like they're trying to go for some pass plays. Rollerman was trying to pass to Demonic Wool there, but they didn't think that they were going to get that angle on the pass, so they kind of just ditched it and left it be, let it die. This ball is much alive as Rollerman gets that good 50, finds Lad instead. Lad up front, leaves it for Rollerman, sends it back to the corner. We were just fighting for that possession between the Wizards and Comets as they sit there. Now Lad upfield, Oh, it doesn't find the angle. Demonic Wool with a great save. Really just back and forth, quick-paced action. Again, we're seeing that whole scoreless thing. We've gone, what, almost 2 minutes without seeing a single score. I could change that right now with Caster's Curse, but we're not going to. Wizards on a counterattack. Can they find it? Yes, they will. They take the lead with 14 to go.
Yeah, for so long after the defense and the Comets were so good, I love the swat away Demonic Wool was doing, but the Wizards with an offensive attack that took out their own partner with a shot for 7. And 14 seconds ago, that could be the last one scored if the Comets have nothing else up their sleeve.
It's going to be weird just seeing, the Wizards go up and tie the series like this after Comets put on such a great performance, but the Wizards, like I said, their toughness, look at it again, 7 scores, a third one. This is that X factor about the Wizards, just the poise. Look at this. They're unfazed by anything, Novanta.
Go that nasty. I know that Wizards part of Slytherin house. 3-1, 8 seconds ago, they may tie the series up.
I think they've got it. I think this one is long secured. Look, they'll kill the clock a bit here, let it burn off. That shot needed to go in. That's not enough. Comets will fall in game 2. We're all knotted up. Oh, Demonic Wool won the last second. Balls-Urana play of the week. Unfortunately, just grazes the crossbar. We do have that tied series.
This is already becoming a classic. Grand CFL, this is the first game of MLE Primetime Sunday, and I'm on the edge of my seat here. The Wizards and Comets on paper was going to be a banger, but this is next level. After 2 games, both teams are tied, and I don't know what they need to do to work on their game 3 strategy, but I'll tell you one thing. The speed wins the day. The Wizards are that much faster in game 2, and that's why the balance of scales has tipped in favor of them.
They took advantage of just very, very small mistakes, and a lot of the times it just comes down to those small margins. How well can you find them? How well can you navigate your way through them? And in this case, Wizards got 2 very punishing goals at the very end of that. One was off kickoff, one was off of a bump, a misplay in the midfield. It's very, very minor details that are going to decide the outcome of this series, I feel.
Absolutely. Now, if you're looking at 7 and 11, they found a lot more of themselves in the mid-pitch. That tandem action, stick with that, go with that. I'll even say go wide. Stretch the defense of the Comets. You found the way to get past their offensive onslaught because they've been held to 1 goal after letting off how many goals last time? 7? That is progress. Just double down and you have the series in the bag.
Let's see what they can do, though. We get ready to go for game number 3. We'll see 5 minutes on the clock. Y'all know how the game works at this point. We've seen it twice if you're just watching for the first time, which, by the way, welcome to the stream. If it is your first time, as you can see, this game has a lot to offer. If it's not your first time you've been here, you get what I'm trying to say. We're going into game 3, Comets and Wizards clashing once again, and obviously, regardless of outcome, I know we're not on match point, but be aware that in minor league esports, we play all 5 games, no matter what happens, because every game counts when you get down to playoffs. And we've seen it before. Teams will have 1 week to go, and if they can, get a 4-1 or a 3-2, they can qualify for playoffs, and that's why we do it the way we do. It's not just about the series wins.
Absolutely. How about a series win? It's kind of very similar to the sport of baseball when it comes to winning your division, being able to back that up with numbers and goals and saves and win-loss records, and that's why every series counts. But with 30 seconds elapsed here, again, we're having a little bit of a stalemate between both sides. And I know each team right now knows the importance of getting ahead of the ball, and they are trying all their might.
Everybody understands the value in being that ahead. Here comes Rolleman for the Comets, gets demoed for their efforts. Does send a decent one out. Comets should have some time to regroup. That is a fantastic shot. It will just go high. Oh, goodness. That could have been the goal that put Comets up. They try again off the back wall. So quick is Demonic Wool to react to this one.
Well, I don't know what Demonic Wool is on right now, but I guess that he wants to make sure that his jersey is available to be purchased because that shot was on the long bomb. The crossbar said no, and able to come back and have a second attempt. Well, that is an MVP effort, and that's the reason the Comets are up 1-0.
Yeah, let's see how the rest of this plays out. Rolleman starts things off great on the kickoff. Oh, lad wants to get involved. 7 will take over instead. Flick over the top. Here's those solo plays. The thing that we've been mentioning, sometimes it's just good to slow it down and take the ball for yourself. Team plays are super risky because if you pass, that's your decision. That's your choice for the drive. And then your teammate goes for it and they miss. That's game over. But we know 7 doesn't miss these.
Well, it doesn't matter about technical skill because the goal itself is pretty standard, but you know what? The result's the same. 1 one goal equals one goal, and the Wizards are back on the board. So for a second there, we had ourselves with commanding possession from the Comets, but it's all undone because we're tied once again, one apiece.
3:29 to go in Game 3. I expect this one is going to go the same way as Game 1, being high scoring. Oh, I was just about to say, if that went in, I was going to confirm my theory right about there. My hypothesis is correct. Yep, I'm just going to say it now, Novanta. It's correct. I think we're going high scoring.
Hey, high scoring is okay by me because I love to get talk a little more. I'm with you, Grant. What a shot by Rollerman, bringing it on the other side of the net. When you have an opportunity out of the corner, it's very important your first touch is short because if it's too long, you're just easy pickings for a defense.
Mm-hmm. Speaking straight facts out of the mic, here is Novanta, as always. 7 takes this one for the Wizards, leaves it down for Lado, puts it right back up front, and for the change is 7, receiving basically their own pass.
Well, here's the deal. Every time you have a fantastic goal from the Comets, the Wizards come in with a pretty standard one. Not trying to knock it, not throwing shade, but it just underscores how these two teams are different but effective.
And you kind of mix together that trust factor that I kind of mentioned a little bit, that we touched on in a couple of games ago with the Wizards. You know, that whole play worked because 7 was told, hey, I'm going to hit this. That's the trust. But then also you add in the execution as well. Just being able to pull off what you say you're going to do makes A, it makes you a lot easier to trust, and B, it makes the team just flourish.
But there's also the mental aspect of it is if you're sweating to make a goal in the Comets case and the Wizards can come back and have one just as easily, it gets in your head a bit. You go, what do I want to say? What do I have to do to break this deadlock?
Well, at that save, I don't think I know the answer to that. 7 puts one up high. It's just so close to a miss. Now they secure. Is this 7's third goal? Yeah, they're going to pick up a hat trick at halftime.
Yeah, shout out to the Hattie there from 7, but this is more important for the Wizards than you ever know. You can't win games by scoring second all the time. You have to get one ahead, and the Wizards do just that. At halftime, 3-2, Yellow Squad. Or Blue Squad, whatever.
Wizards doing a great job at holding the lead down here. 7 has been an absolute madman, and Lad also carrying themselves very nicely in that dominance. Puts another down to 7, but Rollerman's able to get involved. Now I realize we got 2 Octane hitboxes and 2 Dominus hitboxes on the field right now, so maybe that just adds on to why this is so even.
Let me ask you this question, Grant. Is one more effective in a double situation at master level? What do you think?
I don't think it matters. Really, card choice doesn't matter as much as you would think. I mean, obviously, for what you want to do and how you want to play, if you're getting good saves like that, yeah, having a big body like, you know, a Fennec, it's great, or a Merc, whatever. If you want to cover more area on the ball, yeah, that works. But if you're like Rollerman here, Dominus, it's great for spins and tricks. It's good for scoring those fancy-looking goals. It's also great for flicks.
Absolutely. Look at the time being ticking down. 1 minute, 35 seconds to go. The Wizards up by 1. And I think they'll be on for another one here. They're not stopped and challenged. This is going down to the wire.
Oh, yeah, it is all Rollerman. I thought that was actually the other team about to score there, but thank goodness for the defense because Comets needed that right now. Being down 1 in this Game 3, they needed all of that. This is right down the middle, though, for 7. Takes an open shot. It misses. Lad tries, and Demonic Wool is able to make the miraculous save, but what a huge opportunity missed out on.
Well, I always say the ball don't lie, but the crossbar always tells the truth. That shot wasn't all the way, and the woodwork said, I'm sorry. I can't let that happen.
It happens again, too, this time for the Wizards. Lad off the lip of the corner. 50'd out by Demonic Wool. Rollerman will find this in the midfield eventually. No, 7 stops it. Great play from them. Oh, unsuccessful flick. Lad with a big power shot sends it away. It's on target, though. Demonic needs to be careful. Gets the save. Throws to the corner. Picks it up. Now they take it away from them. It's 7. Of course it is. Wizards all over this ball. Pressure after pressure, but Comets, look at the counterattack. 50 in the mid, a bump on the back. Oh, Rollerman didn't have the boost to finish. Oh, they get bumped right back into it. Look, a little bit of a mutual exchange here to put them back on their feet.
I'll always say being up or being down by 1 is the worst scoreline because both teams are trying to make sure their scorelines are more and more separate, and this might be a chance for the Comets, but it's cleared away.
Oh, wait, what's going on here on the goal line? I have no idea. Are you kidding me?
Oh, what a save!
That was it. That was the equalizer they need. Now we're just going to witness a dagger go in. No, it just falls short. Dang, that hurt.
7th heaven, goodness me, on the goal line. The Comets had every opportunity to make sure this was tied up, but it went the other way, and that may be the moment of this series if the Comets aren't careful. When you have a ball on line, it's your responsibility, nay, your duty, to make sure that goes past the goal line for a goal for your squad.
Yeah, that's about as close to murder as you can get in this game of Rocket League. They absolutely got away with it, the Wizards there. That should have been a goal, but Comets, oh, so close. Just the boost game was all that mattered there. Just not enough boost to finish the job. It's so heartbreaking for them, but these two teams are tough, and there's no doubt about it. Wizards take the lead in the series 2-1 as we move towards Game 4.
Well, Game 4 to me always seems to be the more physical one because the scoreline favors one team, and so the other one on the back hill tends to use more bumps and demos. Let's see if the Comets use that as a strategy, because you know what? Forcing in Game 5, even though we do play all 5 games, is very, very important for the first game of the season. You want to show your organization that you are coming here to play. You should be a threat in your division, your conference, and this might be a chance for the Comets to really show out.
And this is where we're going to find out what each of these teams are made of as well. You sit on match point, right? It's either do we keep going and we just keep having that drive, and are we going to finish it out? Are we going to close it here, or are we going to slip up? Is the other team going to be more mentally tough than we are? It's so much to think about. They know that they're down. They're going to have more of that motivation. But when you get comfortable in that lead, that's where it starts to get dangerous. So we get to see what they're made of. Let's look towards this beautiful Game 4 set on Utopia Coliseum and see how this set goes.
Well, I gotta say, Utopia Coliseum is usually my least favorite because my win-loss record is terrible here. But one of these two squads want to make sure they get a win to their tally. I think it's the Comets game, to win more than everything else. Because right now, after a opening contest of having so many goals, is looking at being one game behind.
Oh my goodness, Seven's gonna find a great shot with some help. Look at the control and the carry.
Well, I guess the top 10 play of the week candidates are all going to be from this game. But look at this shot here, forcing the own goal. Wizards, once again, are on top, 1-0.
Yeah, that's one that you can clip for the top 10. Are we doing that? Is that how the pre-show works? Is there going to be a top 10, all the play of the week stuff? How's that work, Novanta? You're one of the guys in charge.
Oh, they should. I got to talk to the guys about that. Learn more about MLE Behind the Goal every Saturday before our contest at MLE Behind the Goal.
Man, I sure hope we can get some kind of... top 10 here. Look, Seven's just going to walk away with a pretty easy goal here. But, man, I look forward to that top 10. If that's a thing that happens, I'd look for it.
Well, Seven with the redirect. Didn't need the help from Lab, but Lab was there for the insurance policy. That shows your team is in sync to make sure your goal attempt gets to be stuffed in anyway. And the Wizards are up 2-0.
Great teamwork from the Wizards that we've been seeing all series long. They're just, like you said, they're quickly up in this one, but we've seen this trend over and over again, and it can slip away in a heartbeat, and Demonic Wool's going to prove it.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but never bet against Demonic Wool. What a shot there to bring the lead into half, and it was off balance to upper 90 just to make sure that was going past the post. 1-2, Comets get one back, but it comes down now to whether or not they can force a tie.
4 minutes, that's so much time to do so. They will absolutely find a tie at some point, unless I've just jinxed it and Wizards are going to score this next drive right here. It might take a little bit longer. I can see it happening. You know how it is. We're both casters. We know how the caster's curse works. And audience, if you're not familiar, it's anytime we try to say something's going to happen and it doesn't, and then we end up just cheesing another team and they get upset at us. It just happens.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do about it. It's just a superpower you get when you become a caster, which, by the way, we do have some broadcast applications open. If you are looking to be a caster, you should go and check those out in the main server. I think it's under #production apps or something along those lines. Just go to the open forums. You'll see it. And I think the Wizards see an imminent goal here, but Lad is going to take the scenic route, put it out midfield. They'll get blocked away. I think Comets are going to flip the script and fight it themselves.
Wow, man, I can imagine that scene out of Indiana Jones where you're swinging a sword in front of Indiana. He just shoots you in the chest. Well, that just happened. Roland Mendes takes that, pilfers it, and sends it cross pitch, and gets the equalizer, 2-2.
This is great gameplay right here. It's just going to be like this for the rest of this series. We got a long one ahead of us. This is like the scoreline of a 1v1. We don't ever expect this many goals from people. Oh my goodness gracious. Wizards, they hit the crossbar twice. I thought the Aviators had the curse of the woodwork, but maybe the Wizards do here.
Well, yeah, the crossbar denies them twice, and hopefully they get to take it off and have another opportunity on score, because if all else fails, that was a good formation, a good strategy. Just got to double down and make sure it's on point.
Lad looking for a highlight reel shot, but they sacrifice freestyling for positioning here. It's Comets taking it to the back.
Well, I can tell you one thing, going from the strategy change from just being a striker squad to one that punishes, that's how the Comets are ahead. They're up 3-2.
We love to see this kind of play from these two teams. I really am just, I wish I could just sit back as a fan right now, because this just feels like one that's just fun. It's just back and forth. You got the popcorn, the chair reclined, your feet up, you're feeling comfortable, you got the blankie, you're ready to go for movie night, because that's what this one feels like. It's not necessarily a track meet, but man, this one feels, I mean, just slow and good all the way through. It's just a very well-developed series that we've been able to witness.
Wait, you have a blankie? Is that serious?
I do have a blankie. I don't know where it's at, but like, I got a blankie. Actually, it's on my bed. Hey, check me out on the camera next time. You'll see the blankie. It's waiting there.
Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah, weird flex, but like movie night. Hello with the boys. You always gotta get there. You gotta get cozy. You gotta snuggle up. I mean, with yourself, because COVID, unfortunately. But hey, it works and it's fun. Movie night with the boys. Highly recommend.
Let's see if the wishes to get one back here as I try to contemplate what movie night is at Grant's house. 151 to go, and they're looking for that equalizer themselves.
Yes, they are. Rollman tries for the ball. It goes to the side. Oh, here comes Demonic Wool. We mentioned not to sleep on them. Oh, no. The shot goes high for the Comets. We've noticed them struggle a little bit with their shot placement, but I think that's just fatigue settling in for both squads. This one blocked to the other side. I think that they're getting a little bit tired, because they didn't expect this to be a 1v1 scoreline. They didn't expect to have a dozen goals per game. They expected maybe like a close series or something. Maybe they had low confidence, or they had high confidence. They thought it was going to be a 5-0. Well, no, I think we're set in for a full 5 set.
Well, that's what I said about this earlier in game 2, that the passing plays will win the day, especially in twos, but we're seeing more and more that these squads are going back to individual efforts, what benefits the Comets more than anything else. They didn't have no need to do that. But the Wizards, when they were able to find each other in the mid-pitch, were able to make the games in their favor. You need to go back to that, Wiz.
They've down 1 goal right now. 45 seconds on the clock. Oh, Lad, please get this one. It's a pass down. They take the risk. It might have been too much sauce on that one. 7 takes it back. Oh, no, wait. I've had my mind flipped around, much like this scoreline is flipped around. Wizards tie it.
Well, how about that? I said get an equalizer, and they get the equalizer. This one was a shot, a little bit of a lob. A lot of time it took for Lad to make that turn the other direction, but it was frankly unmarked. It was a gifted goal, and we're tied once again there, Grant.
Wizards running circles around the midfield, able to throw off the Comets for long enough. Now 7 looks for another eligible play. Rolleman's got the block. Demonic Wool with the follow. Oh, they've got a 1v1. They'll have to 50. They're successful, but it's out to the right. Rolleman has to wait back. 7. No boost. I don't think Comets have caught on yet. This is great patient play. Reminds me of myself sometimes. I like to just fake like I have boost. You know, fake it till you make it. Unfortunately, they don't make their way to the back of the net this time, because Comets will. What?
You call that the okey doke, man. Fake high, go low. Well, that's when back in when you were a kid and someone kneeled down behind you and the other person pushed you, you fell over. That's exactly what happened there. And the Comets get one within 10 seconds. Oh, goodness me.
That is crazy. This series is going to go back and forth. And be aware, this is game 4. We have a match point. If Wizards are able to get this goal and send us to overtime, which they will, oh my goodness, they might be able to close it out in 4 games.
Well, looks like the Comets stole money from the register. We're headed to the door and realized the door was locked. The Wizards bring it back within a level at 1 second to go.
The Wizards, man, they are cold, but their hands are so warm. They feel good. We're going to overtime, so both of these teams better feel good, because it's about to keep heating up.
Well, overtime situation always favors a team that seems to be a little bit less confident on offense, because they will do anything they can to make sure the period, and that way it'll be the Wizards. Oh, I didn't get the chance to get my thought out there. I was going to give them the edge, and, well, they got the edge. The Wizards win this one.
That's so unfortunate that it has to end like this, but that's just the swagger of Wizards here. 10 seconds into overtime, and it ends just like that.
I could not have foreseen not only the Wizards winning the series, but winning it in 4 games. But we still have one more to play here. Now it's about pride. Now it's about making sure you can bring back 2 for your organization if you're the Comets. And, well, they have a lot of things to work on. Allowing those 2 late goals have just been the death knell for the Comets. It's been their defense. It's been their Achilles heel, quite seriously.
Yeah, and I think here, a lot of the times players can think that, oh, okay, we won the series. We don't need to get all the games because, I mean, why else? But I think the Comets, they have the right mindset, and they know that every game matters. So they're going to take everything that they can get here. They want to bring home those 2 games for the franchise and be like, look, we may have lost the series, but we brought back a little bit of goodies for the rest of the team to share.
Absolutely. Goodies are great, but winning series is even better. And the Wizards have a lot to be proud of, win, lose, or draw, because a lot of people in the chat and even around MLE have written this off to be an automatic Comets win. And the Wizards did the hard work, but now it's a victory lap for them and a chance for redemption for the Comets as we head into Game 5.
Game 5. Unfortunately, not a Game 5 decider, but Game 5s are still just fun to watch anyway. Like we said, all that's at stake here is Wizards. They want to go with the 4-1. They want to take as many games as possible to their playoff contention, but Comets, they want to do the same, so they will take the scraps left on the table if they can, because, I mean, hey, sometimes you got to heat up the leftovers and you got to eat them, you know what I'm saying?
Advice for life.
5 minutes to go here, as we all know already and love about this game. So short, but can feel so long because we're in for another high score. Demonic Wool gets 1.
Well, that was a goal that says, I'm going to score one, but I'm going to score one angrily. And rightfully so, the Comets have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. Bottom right, bottom 90, makes quick work of that 1-0.
I told you, man, they've got that toughness. They know what it takes, and they also know that every game counts. They are not stopping. They come out the gate screaming, and that is something I love to see in teams and franchises alike. Lad is going to take this one off the double commit. Rollerman, great recovery times here from the Comets to keep this offense going. 7 out to the sidewall. Bounces it back in. Oh, a little bit of control lost there. Demonic Wool gets their chance at a clear. Lad will be back. Avoids the dunk, has some space. Rollerman's quicker. 7 on the back end, might have the save. Demonic with quicker as well. The Comets are picking up the pace faster, and it almost makes you wonder, was this present all the time, or did they just get outclassed and the Wizards are letting up?
Well, that shot on goal was okay, but the angle was all wrong. But the big question I have now, especially in Game 5, especially knowing the result of the series, is why is the Comets giving the Wizards so much space in that mid-pitch? Get your face up there. Put a hand in your face. Go fend the defender. Force Rule 1 if you have to. There's no reason why you're going to let a team that's already beat you have their victory lap. You deserve more. And that's what I'm talking about. Rolo gets the second one.
I don't know how easy it is to lock in a Rule 1, but none needed here. Off the back wall and in. Very simple play from Rollerman. I mean, that's Comets, like you were asking of them. Get in their face. Get in the face of the Wizards. Give them a little bit of roughhouse and ruffle their feathers a little bit and show them what you're made of. Look, we see a really quick kickoff here. Maybe it was intentional because Wizards have possession. 7 with a shot, rings up high. Lad tries to get there. Comets, can they be quick? Can they find a shot? They try. 7 might be there. Double commit from everybody. Demonic Wool, the only one on the ground. Takes it back to the sidewall. Off the left. Goes off backboard. Wizards not there. Rollerman tries to play it back in, but that's an awkward angle for anybody to get a hold of. Comets one more time. Lad will not miss this. Rollerman tries a shot, has the open net, just isn't able to wrap their minds around it or their car. They'll have to run back on the retreat. Big clear here opens up some room.
Well, there's a lot of things I'm seeing here from the Wizards, too. I mean, they're not necessarily the crispest offensive attack, but they don't have to do much. The thing is, I really feel the Comets are playing themselves right about now, so I understand the Wizards are hanging bat like a dog on Thanksgiving dinner on the ground, waiting for the scraps to fall down where they may, because even though they're down by 2, they already have the series in hand, so why not have a third one conceded there for the Comets?
This one looks like a paddle ball slapper from Rollerman. Turns himself on their side, says, yep, that one's mine. Takes it in for 3, and Comets have got to be feeling great about this so far.
Well, the Comets feeling great. Like I said, this game is a must-win, if you can imagine that, because it's about pride. And, you know, it's a different game when you say you lost a series 3-2 than 4-1. Trust me, I know. 24 hours ago, I lost a series 4-1 or 1-4. It's not great. You don't feel good about yourself. You question your abilities after that. So I can guarantee the Demonic Wool and Rollerman are going to double down, get their eyebrows down, drop a shoulder, and make sure this one is going for the Comets 4-0.
It will be going for the Comets. They are just doing so well this game. It's back to game one tactics here. Wizards feel like they've let up, and Rollman is just able to run right around the outside edge and sneak it by the defense with ease.
Well, ease and peas is all good, my friend. It's Sunday. We're chilling out with carball action. But I have to wonder this. Even though the Comets have a little bit of edge on their shoulder, we talked about that. It's the Wizards now. Get a couple of goals there. Show that you deserve to win this one because you know all your opponents in your division and your conferences are watching you play, watching the tape, and trying to find ways to exploit your defense. And you got to give them a reason to say, keep thinking we deserve to be here.
Oh, you're absolutely right there. So many franchises will try to pull those tactics. Lots of teams just know what to look for. This one is just going to keep going on the blowout trend, but you're absolutely right. Everybody's going to look at the way that Comets are able to score on the Wizards time and time again. What's going wrong with the Wizards? And this is just the Comets giving you answers on how to beat them.
I don't know if the Comets executed game one protocol, but we have another lopsided affair here. 5 goals unanswered. The nickel has been put on by the Comets of the Wizards, and, well, they might go for more.
What a save, though. Oh, can they get there? No, they can't. A little bit of panic from Demonic Wool. Could have used a bit of extra communication from Rolleman to let them know that, like, hey, there's no shot coming in, but I don't even think they knew. That was just a difficult one to read. They let one by. They let one in. There's still 2 minutes to go.
Well, if you're a Wizard supporter, you pull one back, and if you're a Comet supporter, they're setting up their Brazil. It's up to interpretation, Grant, really.
Yeah, it is. 2 minutes to go here. We let this one play out as long as we can. Oh, Wizards struggling to score this one back. Sends it out to the corner. Comets off the side. Man, it looks like Comets are just starved for boost here. No one's really moving as quick as we saw it a moment ago. Everybody's just like, you know what? This one's done. Can we go home now? Can we go watch movie night with the boys? Can we wrap ourselves up? Can we get cozy in the blankie and eat some popcorn together?
What's with you in the blankie, bro? I need to know this.
I don't know, bro. It's just something about blankets. You know what I'm saying? And something about it. And I mean, Comets, they're comfy. I feel like they're wrapping themselves up along with this series in a nice little blankie.
My blanket's made out of demonic wool because that goal was on point. 6-1, and I'm packing our bags because if things hold on, we'll be heading off to Rio after this one.
Oh, boy. Yeah, we might be going off to Brazil. Book your flights now, because I think this one is imminent. If not, there's still going to be a chance for, you know, another country by the name of, I don't know if you ever heard of it, but Barcelona. We can see that as well. So book a plane ticket. If you're wrong, well, hopefully you can get a refund. If not, that's unfortunate, you know? So yeah, 1 minute to go. We see where we go with that.
Seeing where we go there, and I can tell you the emphasis there, and we're headed to Rio. What a shot by Demonic Wool off the side, using the court to the advantage and beating not one, but the other defender, or maybe 7 twice. I'm sorry, 7-1. There's the Brazil.
Yes, sir. We have booked the flight. Now it's all about booking a hotel. We might stay here for a minute. I was going to say a week, but sorry to break it to you folks. We only got 57 seconds to stay in Brazil because here, you know what? It's not 57 seconds. It's more like 5.7 seconds because Rolleman's going to slide one in.
I'll tell you one thing. If I was hit by a comet, instant death. But hit by an angry comet, you don't want to know. 8-1? You're allowing 8 goals past you? If you're the Wizards, winning series or not, those are questions you have to answer in the VOD review the next day.
Yes, sir. I think there's still a chance here for Barcelona. Do we see a Brazil and a Barca in the same play? I don't know. It looks like Rolleman gave that pass to him. We could very well see that. I think they won. I think it's a very unique scoreline to have, but Rolleman as well looking for the fancy pass plays here, still going for the offensive attacks and everything. Everything's looking so far pretty good. But, I mean, this series is over at this point. We're just looking for antics. We're looking for the shenanigans. Where are we going to go next? Do we have to leave Brazil soon? I mean, we already have, but can we get to Barcelona? Because right now I feel like we're in the middle of the Atlantic.
Well, look, man, win, lose, or draws, there's a lot for the Comets. You keep the gas down, especially in a losing series situation. And the Wizards get another consolation goal to help stop some of the bleeding. But I got to say this, man, it takes a lot of resolve to play as hard as you can despite losing the series. The Comets have a lot to be proud of. I'm sure the general manager and the franchise manager will give them a nice pep talk after today.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but I feel like that last goal looked pretty intentional for the Comets to let that slide. You may have fooled the audience, but you won't fool me, Comets. I know what you did. You silly hooligans pulling all the shenanigans. Might I say, maybe dinguses. Who knows? This one will go off the backboard, finally bringing an end to our series. Comets take it 4-1.
Well, the Comets did their best. The Wizards get the series victory, but the Comets win 2 games out of it. And I got to say that if you're the Wizards now, you have something to take home. You won a series. It's great. First series of the weekend. Yeah. It's Oscar night in America. But to allow so many goals past you, you have some defensive questions to ask in the Comets. It really didn't go your way, but that's okay because in just a few more moments, the Foundation League squads will have a chance for redemption. So if you're a Comet supporter, stick around.
Yeah, I was wrong, and I think I confused you a little bit at the beginning, but then you realized my mistake. Wizards took it 3-2, 4-1. That didn't happen. All right, we'll let our fantasies die for the moment being, but there's still more magic. Like Novanto said, these two teams are going to go at it again in Foundation League. So stick around. You're not going to want to miss this one, and we certainly don't want to miss you. So we hope to see you in a bit.